Hi, brothers and sisters. I'm reading from John chapter 2, the verses 14, 15, and 16. Jesus found in the temple those that sold oxen and sheep and doves, and the changers of money sitting. And when he had made a scourge of small cords, he drove them all out of the temple, and the sheep and the oxen, and poured out the changers' money, and overthrew the tables, and said unto them that sold doves, Take these things hence, make not my father's house an house of merchandise. And from Matthew chapter 21, the verse 13. And said unto them, It is written, My house shall be called the house of prayer, but ye have made it a den of thieves. About this problem, I received two dreams from our Lord. First dream. In the dream, I was sleeping, and I woke up on the second floor of an old church. On the walls were old photos of the Christians. Suddenly, the saints came to life, cheerfully talking and smiling at me. The angels were flying, and the Spirit of the Lord was moving through the church like a gentle whisper. Everything came to life. It was so beautiful. But all of a sudden, I heard the door of the church open. From the words I heard, I understood that there was a female guide who was giving the visitors a tour of this church, explaining them that originally this building served as a place of worshiping God, but nowadays this building has been converted into a museum, being a national heritage and serving as a tourist attraction. When I heard this, I was indignant. Quickly, I went down the stairs and I said to this female guide, No, this is not a tourist attraction. This is the house of God and the angels and the saints are alive. Nothing has changed with our God. And then she said to me, Well, okay, there is a possessed man in this group. If your God is alive, let him show his power. I began to pray for this man, making the sign of the cross. The possessed man was running away from me. He went up to the second floor. I followed him. Then he went down to the first floor. He was trying with his hand to stop me from making the sign of the cross. But I continued. Then his face turned yellow and he vomited a yellow liquid from his mouth. And he fell on the floor without power, powerless. The female guide was stunned. She didn't know what to say. The dream ended and I woke up. For the second dream, I'm going to give you some information. In the hall of my former church were placed the tables on which were arranged various household items. You know, the stuff for the kitchen, for bed, books, clothes, shoes. We were bringing from home the ones we no longer used and choosing instead the useful ones. So thus, instead of buying them from somewhere, we were making a useful exchange between us. It looked a good thing to me, but one night I had a dream. In the dream, it happened that one Sunday we brought so many things that we didn't have place. There was no more free space in the church hall. So we decided to arrange the tables outside in front of the church. It looked like a marketplace with stalls. While we were exchanging the things, suddenly I heard a roar. I looked up at the sky and I saw the black dragon flying towards us. I started shouting, The black dragon is flying towards us. The Christians asked me, Anna, what's happened to you? I replied, The black dragon is right above us. They looked up and seeing nothing, said to me, Where is this black dragon? What's the matter with you? Are you okay? Then I understood that they don't see him and they don't believe me. The dragon started throwing from his, not from his mouth, but from his derriere, the bombs, the projectiles, the missiles. The explosions started to follow one after the other. The dragon was laughing at us. Then the dream ended and I woke up. So I had to communicate this warning to my ex-pastor, the pastor at that time, because in his prayers, he was asking the Lord to set him and our church on the right path. For almost 10 years, the Lord sent me to tell him the several mistakes committed by him, but my ex-pastor refused to listen to them. In consequence, the Lord disqualified him from being a pastor. The Lord, not the people. So the activities in our churches unrelated to the ministry of gospel displease our Lord. For such a problem, we must ask the Lord's discernment because it's not always obvious. Thank you very much for listening to the Lord's warning. God bless you.